Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Scorpio for February 2021. So keep in mind, my friends, it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you. Your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in this world to get whatever fulfillment it is that you'd like to see. To me, that's personal freedom, personal power, and it lies within the power of your hands or within the power of your feet, depending on how you take it, right? The steps forward. So for all my subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. I love you, love you, love you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you feel like it resonates, please hit subscribe. Join the journey with me. I'd love to have you along this ride. And know that time is fluid. So even though I'm asking messages for February 2021, this may resonate for something that's happened already, something that's happening in March or later on in April, or whenever, or something you're dealing with right now. So keep an open mind, keep an open heart, my friends. And before I get started, I'm just going to ask for any of your spirit guides to join us that would be here for our highest good. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and my team of light. To guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, with the most far-reaching of messages, but only for the highest good of all of us watching here today. So only top-notch messages, my friends. Know as well, they're guiding me to say, some parts of this reading might be for you, some parts may not be, so be picky and choosy again, because it is a general message, okay? So I have the Magical Unicorn cards here by Doreen Virtue. I just want to show you the book. If you are interested in them, they're pretty cool. These are joint cards between my son and I. So I really like these cards. They're very, very magical, like a unicorn. So let's see here for the sign of Scorpio. For February 2021, what messages do you have? You get teamwork. These fell upside down, so I'm going to put them back, but this flipped over. So you may be working in a group this month, or next month coming up, or it's just whatever Spirit's wanting to bring through, not necessarily time specific, right? So it says, work with others to make this situation come about. Whatever endeavors you're trying to pull off or to do right now, it may be within teamwork, and I heard there could be a lot of challenges as well. So if you are working with others, try and remember everybody has a different opinion. Not everybody is going to feel the same way as you are. You are not always going to feel the same way as other people. And definitely heard like work distribution can be difficult too if we have team players, especially like in a school setting or in a work setting where you have to work with another group of people. You may feel like you are doing more of the work and picking up their slack. What I'm hearing about this is say something. Don't just do it because it needs to be done. Say, hey guys, I really appreciate what you've done. However, could you pick up a little bit of the pace? I feel like we're falling behind and I've taken on extra responsibility to make sure that this gets done. Can you guys do your part? I know as well, like the challenges from group work as well is if not everybody has the same vision for the project, this can be, I heard like demeaning. It could be that somebody's demeaning towards you or their demeanor towards you. Could use a little bit of work as well. We'll get some of that though, because I feel like this is just, I heard like come to things with a gentle approach. Spirit, what do you have else would you like to tell Scorpio, please? Or what energy should they be aware of? February 2021. Can you clarify teamwork? Thank you. You have a grandparent. I heard right away some of you may be co-parenting with a grandparent, or you could live with your grandparents as well and you're kind of trying to help them around the house, or you're living with them, and this teamwork is like, okay, so if I'm going to cook dinner or you cook dinner, I'll do the dishes, do the laundry for them. But it says you have a special bond with a grandparent that can never be broken. So for some of you, if it's not necessarily work, it's within the household. It may not even be that anything to do with living with them though. It may be that you are definitely supported, and if you need to talk about what's going on in your work life, in your, even if it's home life and it's not with this grandparent, talk to them, right? Definitely feeling like opening up. And this also is not just about a work situation though. It could be when we are going through something, could be trauma, just could be that we have a lot to sort out in our mind. Teamwork meaning that let's work together, talk to someone. For some of you, this could be, I heard even like therapy or something like that too, where, you're speaking to another person about what's going on and they're helping you work through whatever it is. That's teamwork too. But definitely having a special bond with your grandparent. What I would say is make sure that you talk to them often, check on them, see if there's anything that you can do, anything that they need, especially right now, like we're in a pandemic, right? So if there's something that you can do to help lighten their load, by all means do it, even if they say, oh no, I don't want that. Well, you know what? How often do we say that we don't need help, and really, it would be really, really helpful, right? So I feel like this is working together, and especially making sure that your family and your loved ones are cared for. So what else do you have for Scorpio, please? One more card. Thank you. So you have forgive. Some of you, all of these cards fell out upside down. We're going to put them back. But for some of you, your grandparent, if it is with that, there may be a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen right now. I heard like some of these bonds could have been broken in the past, but this says it's time to let go of anger or blame. So there's a lot of different ways this could go. May have absolutely nothing to do with the grandparent. Could be the way you were raised. Your grandparents raised your parents, right? And some of us, I want to say the continuum, it could be continuum of violence, regardless of whether it's physical violence, emotional abuse, or like trauma that your parents have gone through. It's not laying blame on anyone, because I think what I want to say here is, like, you think about this continuum, that let's go your great-grandparents, let's go back that far. And I know within my family, and this is not about me, but anybody who has had family members in war or experienced a trauma in their lifetime that they weren't able to talk about, there is a whole lot more possibility that whatever issues they had, this is now passed down a little bit, not the same, but different. So if our grandparents have been abused, or our great-grandparents have been abused, every generation tries to be a little bit better than the one before. Well, then we come down to our grandparents, who then come down to our parents, and then come down to us. And sometimes it really helps if you've experienced, part of that continuum, to look at all of the ways that this has happened before and say, this ends with me. And what happens is, it means we have to really look at what's happened. And you're going to need to forgive and let go of anger and blame, and that's going to be hard, especially if it has been some sort of traumatic event that's been passed down. That's not going to resonate for everybody, and that's not always necessarily true that somebody who's gone through trauma is going to perpetuate it, okay? But I feel like wherever this is coming from, especially with forgive here, this may be a joint effort within family as well, that family needs to come together and work together to forgive things that have happened, be it a grandparent or not. So they want me to show you the bottom of the deck, and it says believe in yourself, and they're showing me this worth waiting for as well. And I think that's important, because for some of you, what I heard is, with this forgiveness, is that you may have had people who devalue you, who may have made you feel like you're not good enough, made you feel broken. There's a lot of different things that this could be, and when we release it, it's also going to help us be able to believe in ourselves more. See yourself doing well, and you will. See yourself forgiving these situations, and you will. For some of you, even though there's teamwork here, what I heard is that it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have contact with the person that you are trying to forgive. If we can forgive people and still not need to have a relationship with them, as well as what I'm hearing is time does everybody some good sometimes as well. So we have worth waiting for here, that it may be a lengthy process if you are working to forgive family members, but it's going to be worth it, because, this card came up in the Pisces reading, and it was, your parents love you as much as they can. And I think that this is also here, that our family loves us as much as they can. Maybe our family wasn't always forthcoming and showing with affection. And again, this can go down to that continuum, not necessarily of violence, but of, you talk to a lot of your parents, a lot of your grandparents, and I'm sure great parents. The terms "I love you," that wasn't a daily thing. It's not, I tell my family I love them all the time, because they need to know, right? Terry, because even if we feel like maybe we tell it every day and they're like, yeah, I know, Mom. Well, it's like, yeah, but I never want you to forget it. And this isn't saying that those grandparents or our parents didn't love us because they didn't say it, but it's not been widely socially something that was done. So I think that there is a lot of change happening, and this is on a mass grand scale. And so I want you guys to know that if you're resonating with this, that don't feel like it's so small. It is maybe small and micro in terms of this is your family, right? But on a larger scale, if we're all going through this, and I certainly feel like right now this is planetary, okay? We're coming in, and I heard to right the wrongs of the past. It's worth waiting for. It's worth believing that this can happen. It's worth believing that whatever trauma has happened within the family can be healed. And I feel like as well, for some of you with this grandparent and teamwork, it could even be helping your parents with grandparents who are aging and who are needing more care. It might be really hard for your parents to care for their parents, especially if they have endured trauma at the hands of this grandparent, or if if the relationship or the bond wasn't always great. I feel like you definitely are going to have a better relationship with this grandparent, and it may be a team effort where your parents are asking for you to help them. And I think as well, if this part's resonated as well, is that during this whole thing you're going to find a lot of forgiveness and peace, again, because you're going to be seeing your parents from a different light and also being able to help them. And I think it's going to be really appreciated. So however that works for you, take how it applies. But the important part here is believe in yourself, believe in your ability to accomplish things, believe in your ability to do difficult things, and know that if you want something bad enough, it's going to happen. See yourself doing well, and you will, and your patience will be rewarded. So whatever it is, that have patience, have faith. And I heard, don't hold so tightly to what the outcome you think it needs to look like. It may differ a lot from, what you have envisioned, but that doesn't mean it still wouldn't be beautiful. So I have the Archangel Gabriel Oracle here. Thank you for some, we have writer's block. It says, create or join a writer's group to gain inspiration, friendship, and support. Let's see what else you have for Scorpio. Thank you. You get, stay true to yourself throughout all of this. Don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. Just a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Staying true to yourself. Don't compromise or water down your ideas. I feel like this strongly goes in with the teamwork thing. That your voice, it matters. Your ideas, they matter. Compromise is important. But for some of you, it may actually be writing together. This teamwork could be a joint effort as well. I feel like this could be even, you writing just to a friend, even if it's not necessarily a writer's group. This could be saying, journal. But I also feel like if you have some creative stuff within you that you need to get out, do it. This forgiveness card is showing me as well, and staying true to yourself. Maybe some of you are writing an autobiography. Maybe some of you are writing fiction that's loosely based off your family life or your career, and know that if you see yourself succeeding in this, you will. I want to get one more card to tell me to take the bottom, and that's classes. Some of you may want to take some classes on how to write, right? And even if you know how to, what are some techniques that can help you put it down in a way that's easier to read or more engaging? So learning and teaching are part of your higher calling. One thing I'm also hearing is that what you could be teaching people is through your own experience. If whatever it is you're needing to forgive, you may actually be inspiring people. If you're writing down your journey, you may be inspiring them on how they can heal too. So take it how it resonates again, you guys. I have some tarot here. I'm going to use the Steampunk Tarot for a little tarot wisdom, please. Thank you. And you get the Six of Wands. There's definite victory, definite success. And if you see he's on his horse, right, he's on his brass horse or gold horse, carrying the wreath through town, and it's electrified. And it could be that if you've had writer's block, is what I'm hearing. We're moving into a point where we're getting success. I feel like we're starting to get recognition. This could even be within family structure as well, that you're starting to finally get a little bit of recognition of the roles that you play. This reminds me, and I keep hearing it, this reminds me of like a little bit where I was saying about the grandparents and like the continuum going down of experience. For some of our grandparents, if they've experienced war, or you may have even family members who have been in other conflicts. But this reminds me of like victorious, marching through town, victorious. We've won the battle, we have won this war, and people, on the streets thanking them, thank you. So there may be something about memories here as well, I heard, especially with the aging grandparents. If there's things that, I heard dementia, okay, so this may not apply to it might not apply, but what I'm hearing is dementia, that sometimes as our parents or our grandparents, depending, as they start to experience dementia, especially Alzheimer's, it's the short-term memory that goes, but long-term, if they've held on to war trauma or anything like that, they may actually still feel and relive those experiences because they feel closer. So just keep that in mind. Tell me more about this Six of Wands, please. You get the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or a definite fire energy. I think that this is victory for you, because whatever you're working on, whatever endeavor that you're doing, whether you're taking a class or you're teaching a class, there's a lot of success for it, and it's on your path, because the Queen of Pentacles is here with the Eight of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Could be a woman, could be a mother figure as well, as I heard. But what I feel like is this Queen of Pentacles, she's very grounded, she's very stable, she's well established within herself, her business, her love life, who she is, right? And there's not a compromise on who she is. Much like this, stay true to yourself. So the Eight of Pentacles as well is talking about working on and perfecting a craft, working on something. And to me, within this could be, again, this teamwork, could be within these classes. You've really worked really hard to solidify yourself in the stance that you're in, and give yourself a little bit of credit, because I heard it's not easy, right? Can you tell me? I'm going to take it. I saw it. We got the Wheel of Fortune here. Something's changing. Okay, tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. You have the Fool in reverse. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles, please. What is being worked on? And the High Priestess in the reverse. For some of you, you may not feel quite like you're ready to go for it. For some of you, you may be blocking your intuition or blocking your inner knowing. Others of you, I think you're doing this on purpose. Not everybody. This is definitely here. Why worth waiting for is here. I want to get some clarification. It could be that you, with this Wheel of Fortune, that something is coming to an end. So before you, it could be kind of in a place of limbo before you move forward. For some of you as well, I'm hearing like some of you may have listened to psychics in the past that you don't trust. Tell me about that. High Priestess. The Four of Pentacles, and this guy came out like this, so we're going to take it. And the Four of Swords. So 2 4s, 44, which is a master number. There's a lot of keeping and withholding of yourself and needing to rest a little bit. So there might be as well like your own inner knowing on what you want to do, what you're working on. Just maybe there's a little bit of a lack of confidence in going towards it. But Spirit's like, you know what? Keep saving, right? Keep creating, keep doing. Even if it's something that, you're saving up for. Some of you, I heard you could even be living with grandparents and you're trying to save up to get your own place. And also here with this rest, that if there's something that's happened, if you've been through something traumatic, it's going to take a little bit of time to heal that. So, Spirit, why? Thank you. Get another card that hit the floor. Is the Two of Wands. And making a choice. And then we have the Hermit. So I definitely feel like you guys may have been definitely going through a lot of introspection. Okay? A lot of introspection. A lot of trying to understand, I feel like, your place in the world. And for some of you, I feel like if you have been a caretaker or you're taking care of a grandparent or a family relative, that this is where you're not going to jump after the new endeavors for you. And what I'm definitely feeling is that if you're feeling stuck and stagnant, like taking care of this and it's stopping me from my goals, there's a lot of things. Either see if someone else can take over, or do what you can now, and remember, this won't be forever. This is a stepping stone, and like I said, there may be only you that can do this. So there is a lot of power coming from this. I heard Virgo, okay, but from this Hermit, his lamp holds electricity. It holds a lot of power, and this guy holds the ball within his hands. There's a real power of learning to understand yourself, learning, again, this may be stuff that needs to be forgiven, and learning about internal traumas. Could be that we just need to get back to a solid understanding of ourselves and solid feelings of balance within ourselves. Temperance is on the bottom here as well. Could be a Sagittarius in your world. But whatever's happening, know that the scales of balance are being tipped for the better. That whatever here, this High Priestess, the Fool, and the Wheel, all in reverse. I'm going to get one more clarification. It's stumbling me. And I feel like some of it may just be because, like I heard, writer's block, right? Either you're not going forward because you don't think it's the time, that your focus is elsewhere, that you're not following your own intuition, you're not acting towards this. But this Two of Wands in the Hermit is like, you know what? That's 4 major arcana with the Hermit, the Wheel, the Fool, and the High Priestess. It's going to be that maybe the time hasn't come for you to move forward because you haven't found the answers that you're looking for. But once you find the answers within yourself you're looking for, you bring forgiveness, you bring healing, it's going to be a lot easier for you to make different choices, and choices that benefit you. But tell me one more card, please, about the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and the High Priestess. Thank you. You have the Page of Wands. So this could be a younger fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. I feel like I heard somebody could be blocking you as well. This could be with that teamwork. Somebody could be with, like I heard, devaluing, right? With believe in yourself. If there's somebody who's a little bit of manipulative or a little bit hot-headed, or I heard crazy in their ways, like they feel like the ends justify the means and they're going to do whatever they feel is fit regardless of the rest of the group. This may stop you from putting your input in as well, but follow your own heart. Know that you're going to have success if you stay true to who you are and you work on your craft, you work on your part of everything, and don't be afraid to speak up is what I heard as well. Again, if you don't feel like you're being heard, make the choice to say something. That's the only way action's going to get taken. So I want to ask one message from the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle as a supporting message. Please, there's something for Scorpio, please, for February 2021. And you get the White Mulberry, and this is about balance. So I'm going to read to you guys the book because I don't know them fully well as, opened right up there, they have some pretty important information for you guys. So let's see. The White Mulberry is about harmony. White Mulberry Diva message. I will send you spiritual and emotional nourishment. This will guide you into creating a stronger and more harmonious connection with others and enrich your understanding of their motives as well as your own. Some Chinese traditions believe that the mulberry is the world tree or the tree of renewal. This unites the dead who dwell in the 9 sources and the 9 heavens. The tree therefore represents the Tao, the fundamental nature of the universe. A sacred grove of mulberry trees was always planted outside China's ancient royal capital cities. The white mulberry is used extensively in traditional Chinese medicine to cleanse the liver and to send qi or energy flowing smoothly through the meridians. Find the connections between you and the people and animals with whom you share your life. Do your best to create harmony with them and to empathize with them even when their behavior perplexes you. And the bottom is, they want me to show you, is the pipple. So I'm going to get one more message from that. So this is of enlightenment. I am one of the world's most sacred trees, and in Buddhism I symbolize the world tree. Interesting how they're both the world tree. I can help you to achieve enlightenment by stilling your mind, helping you live solely in the moment, and therefore freeing you from all suffering. Centuries ago, Hindus believed that the pipal, also called the bow tree, was the sacred tree of Vishnu and the eternal divine being. The pipal is also the tree under which Buddha chose to meditate on his quest to release all sentient beings from suffering. The pipal consequently became the Bodhi tree, or the tree of awakening. Legend has it that in the 3rd century BCE, a shoot from the original tree was taken to Sri Lanka, where it still thrives. Decoctions of powdered pipal bark are used in Ayurveda, I can't say that, to heal wounds and treat infections. Set aside some time each day for meditation. Sit quietly and listen to the sounds around you so that you honor each moment. Practice mindfulness in which you are aware of everything that you do from minute to minute. And that'll bring you a lot of healing, as well as I feel like for some of you, if you've been blocking your intuition, if you've been blocking meditation time, Spirit's like, don't do that. The only way that we can make changes is by being in the here and in the now. And I find it very, very cool that both of these are known as the world tree in different religions and different cultures. But this is also the world. The universe is bringing in energy. And like I said, I felt like this is on a really strong collective level. And you're a part of this. So don't ignore your connection to the divine or your connection to yourself. Get in touch with who you are, and when you're ready, make those moves that are right for you. That's what I have for you guys. They're showing me the bottom under there, the California redwood or the coast redwood, about growth. Be willing to see the growth in yourself and be willing to harness growth in yourself and in others. And you know what? If you see growth in other people, let them know. People like to hear that too. So that's what I have. I love you guys. I hope it resonated, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.